Hey Angels, welcome back. Today we're going to do a commercial reaction to
Mother's Day.
Yeah, it's a Mother's Day commercial from McDonald's, and it's called Love Kita Ma. So
Love
Kita
name and then
comma
mom.
Ma. Yeah, mom.
And then after that, we're gonna be checking out another commercials that is titled "Vala Si Mama," which I think translates into "Mom is not there" or "Mom's not there."
Okay.
So, all right. So we're gonna go ahead with this one and check it out. I'm not super on McDonald's food.
Like, their fries are okay when they're really, really hot, but after they get cold, they're not very good.
Ma, ang tangkad, oh.
Aww.
Ikaw naman to.
So cute.
Parang may kulang.
Oh, so cute. Aww.
Oh, honey, I know exactly where this is going, and I know exactly how that feels.
Yan, complete na.
Oh, the home. Oh, she thought. Oh, I know exactly what she was thinking. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I want to hug my child. Oh, that was beautiful. Like, okay, that one hits me especially, like, personally, just because, like, I am a single mom, and it is just me in Brooklyn all the time. And so, like, I feel that. Like, I know how that is. I remember Brooklyn asking me about her father in the middle of a Panera restaurant. And I'm just like, do we have to have this conversation here? But, I mean, Brooklyn, like, has never viewed her life as being incomplete.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, she's a happy child.
She's happy.
Yeah.
And, like, she has always, like, she's asked questions and she's, like, encouraged me to date. But she's happy it just being us, and she has never said to me, she gets
your full attention.
Yeah, like, she has never said to me, like, our family's incomplete, because she knows what our family looks like.
Yeah, and plus, you have a loving parents, or
I have her grandparents,
your sister,
and I'll have a lot of friends like you and other friends, and then she has a very large family.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like she's never, like, felt like something's missing.
And it doesn't mean that, like, and of course she probably will bring that up again later on
and as she gets older, she's going to have more questions, and that's normal, and I'm prepared for that. I've thought about this a lot. But at the same time, it's just like,
just let things the way they are.
And I know where she immediately jumped to, because there are some times when Brooklyn will say a particular thing, and I immediately jump to, this is my fault, because I'm a single mom.
Not your
but
fault.
then she, like, surprises me, and it's just like,
let's talk about this time, Mama.
And so I get that surprise, because you automatically jump to the worst case scenario, and then your kid pulls out, like, I was just talking about Fortnite.
I think it's kind of like, it's more of like a an adult thing,
because we feel guilty. We always feel guilty.
It's like, oh, are we giving our children everything that they want?
And I feel like,
because children don't always say everything.
Yeah, and I'll come at anybody that ever, I've done this before personally. Anybody that tells me that my child is being raised in a disadvantaged home because she doesn't have a dad, like, I'll come at you 100%.
This is 2019.
This is 2019, and I work harder and do better than a lot of people wwho have a mom and dad in the home. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. So, like, come at me.
You're doing a great job.
Come at me. So
that's all you need.
That's all I care about.
You have a happy child.
My child is happy. She's smart. She's healthy, and she gets what she needs to do done. I get what I need to do done, and ain't nobody's opinion gonna have an effect on us.
And that's literally is the only thing that matters is the happiness for your children, and because when your child is happy, you literally, that's it.
I mean, sometimes she's not happy. Sometimes she's really mad at me.
Like, I mean, happy in the sense of content with, like, you know, having enough love.
Yeah, and they're not being
but not
abused
happy
or
for
neglected.
children is like an everyday. Mine's not happy because he loses a game. Mine's not happy because I decided not to buy him $400 toy he wants. I'm like,
mine's not happy because I didn't fix a particular particular food item for dinner.
yeah,
okay?
I mean, see, it's just
like we don't have chicken nuggets and fries every night, and so therefore my child's not happy. But I mean,
those are little things. Those are okay.
We don't care
You
about
just
those.
laugh at it and give him a kiss and like, okay, life goes on.
yeah.
All right, so now we're going to be checking out Vala Si Mama.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and give it a go. And we do have tissues just in case. Oh, cute.
Oh, how sweet. Oh, he's like, look at him getting dressed. Oh, that's sometimes I look at Brooklyn when she's getting dressed in the morning. I'm like, you look so sweet. Oh, is he getting ready for it by himself? Because it had a plate on it to keep it fresh, and oh, he got himself ready.
Yeah, he's going to school.
Ay, iho, ba't ganyan botones
Si
mo?
Button.
Hinahayaan ka lang ba ng mama mong pumasok ng
Your
ganyan?
mom lets you.
Asan yung nanay mo?
Rude lady.
I know, like, calm yourself down.
Oh, project.
Sino po nag-aasikaso sa'yo? Hindi mo kasama nanay mo?
Sorry po.
How? What?
You got us a nice little project together. Look at that.
O tingnan mo, mag-isa na naman. Kawawa naman.
I don't see any one of you ladies stepping up to help, though.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, you're all about, like, don't you have a mom, but I don't see a one of you stepping up to
I
help.
know, right? He's alone, so go ahead and help.
Yeah.
What they did not.
She sets everything out, fixes him breakfast.
Mikey, anak, gising na. Ligo na ha. Ready na ang breakfast and milk mo. Mauna na si mama.
She's working.
Yeah, she's at work. Like, she has to work.
Manong, si Mikey palabas na. Alas 2 ang uwi ah.
Yeah, okay, so he's already out there waiting. She's got that set up. She's coming home from work from a long day.
Nak, bukas.
She sits there and she takes...
Okay lang, ma. Ako pa.
Aww.
Yeah.
Good boy.
And she's helping him put it together.
Na, para perfect.
Ako, sila Lapu-Lapu.
Nurse. She's on call.
She's a nurse, and she's
Yeah,
on call
busy.
24/7.
Hello?
Aw, poor thing.
Sige. Mikey, anak. May emergency shift sa hospital. Sorry, anak ah.
Aw.
Wala na naman si mama.
Ma, sa mata nila, nagkulang ka. Pero sa mata ko, panalong panalo ka.
Okay.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Oh, it was beautiful.
A little sad and
It's
happy.
a little sad, but like it wasn't like I don't know. Maybe I've become numb to that situation because there are times where I've missed things.
Oh gosh, constantly.
You know, like-
especially, like things that has to do with
And-
school.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
yeah, it's because the schools all the time are just like, oh, we're just gonna plan all of these events in the middle of the day when people are working and they can't get off work.
Literally, like that's why, like I'm kind of like this is already ending
Like,
school time.
yeah.
There's gonna be my daughter's gonna have a graduation.
Mhm.
Andre's probably gonna have something too. I think he has something next week, and I might be able to make it. I don't even know.
Well, see, that's the thing is like I missed a couple weeks ago. I missed Brooklyn's track and field. Like I got to be there for an hour during my lunch break,
Mm-hmm.
and I was there and watching her, and I got to see her do one event, and then I had to leave because I had to go back to work.
Well, I mean,
and like I missed her getting a first place ribbon on doing like the sack race and stuff like that. And so it's like stuff like that. It makes you feel bad for missing those things, but at the same time, it's like you can't help it sometimes. And like what I can't stand more than anything is like other parents pointing out your faults. It's like, I'm sorry that
I'm not a stay-at-home parent.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't have enough money to stay at home and just be there for all of my kids' things. Like, you know,
because I'm sure I would
have to
rather do that than
I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I really would. But I have to work. And like, I'm sorry, but to me, paying my bills and putting food on my table and like repairing broken things in my house and like saving money up in case something bad happens is more important to me than missing a track and field here and there, because like, I'm sorry, my child has to eat every night. My child has to have running water and electricity and air conditioning and heat, and like, I would rather her be happy and healthy than for me to like sacrifice all of that and not have enough money to cover my bills.
Yeah, and that's the thing though, like, you know, people always judge others by knowing only what they see. Know, as in, like, you know, for instance, you know, they have like time for everything because they either don't have the job, or I don't know how money gets provided.
It was just like how that one, like during the scene where he's like curing in his school project, and she was like, "Where's your mom at?" She didn't see that his mom stayed up with him and helped him do the project. The thing, though.
You know, they see what they want to see, or they do not see much deeper into it. Yeah. Plus, why would they, right?
Yeah. Number two is, like, if you're going to sit there and have something to say, step up and help out. Like, don't sit there and run your mouth. Yeah, don't sit there and run your mouth about how somebody else is parenting their kid if you're not going to offer your assistance.
Just like, for instance, whenever I am able to make it to my, like, for instance, son's, he had some kind of like a Halloween event and stuff like that. So for some things I'm able to make it, so I do. And then again, like, you know, including myself, you know, there will be like, let's see, there are 27 kids in the class, and only like maybe 10 of parents are there, you know, which is, and okay, and I do see some kids like get like a little bit sad, but you know, they're really not, because they're having fun, they're having an activity and stuff. And then as a parent, you know, I help my kid whenever he needs something, and then if I see another kid, I'll ask him, so do you want me to help you? Or some kids even come up to me and say, hey, could you help me please? You know, I've gone to the field trip where one boy had trouble opening his snacks and stuff, and he'd like constantly come to me to open. I'm like
that's your mom, and I would love it if I were not able to be there.
Think about where is your parents.
Never. No, it's just like that. Well, that's like, that was me, like, during the track and field day. I walked in and was dropping Brooklyn off at the daycare, and there were two kids talking about how they didn't have sunscreen on, like their parents forgot to put them sunscreen on. So what did I do? I went and got the sunscreen out of my car, took them outside and sprayed them down with sunscreen. And then this morning when I was dropping Brooklyn off, like, they're having a camping theme at school today, and so they had to have flashlights to take in for school. Brooklyn already had her flashlight day. It was on Tuesday. And so she didn't need to have flashlights today. And it was still in my car, and one of the girls was sitting there by the door crying because she forgot a flashlight at home. So what did I do? I went out to my car and I got a flashlight and gave it to her. So, like,
those are the little things like that counts the most.
But see, that's the thing, is, like, to me, that's like, this parent probably had a bad morning, was rushing around, I've forgotten things. I've forgotten snack. I've forgotten a lot of things. I forgot to, like, put my kid's homework in her backpack.
Oh, gosh, I've done that.
I forgot about, and so but it takes a village, you know. If you are capable of helping out someone else, step up and help them out.
And stop thinking way too much about things and just go and help them.
And
like,
just
you know,
do it.
If you are there, you are able to make it, you got your child perfectly ready and everything, help others if they need help.
Because there have been times where I have been a hot mess parent, and I need to pay that forward, where other people have helped my child out.
Or you hope at least they did.
And well, she's told me about times where I, like,
my kid won't say anything.
Yeah, no, mine will. She is like, you forgot snack today, mommy. But Like this child's mom came and gave me a snack, and I'm just like, okay, well, I mean, I made a mistake.
Yeah, that was actually today Andre's snack day, and last night I'm like going to bed. I'm like, snack.
And so but other people have helped my child out when I have been not prepared, and so I might as well
wonderful.
Do everything that I can.
It's definitely wonderful. I think, I don't know, it makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Whenever, because like you said, we all been there where we forget things, we scatter brain, we have so much going on. We don't get enough sleep, and we don't think rationally, properly.
You wake me up at 5:30 in the morning, and I am not a functioning human being for like 45 minutes. Okay?
The other day, I went to bed earlier with Andre. I completely forgot to set my alarm. Now I get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
I wake up on my own, look at the clock, it says 4:30. I'm like, oh crap. I should have been already at work. So I texted my manager. I'm like, I'll be running late. I just woke up. Yeah. So I'm just getting ready.
I've done that. Like, I have to be at work by 8 o'clock, but I also have to drop Brooklyn off at daycare, and it's a long drive, so like I have to leave the house at least by 7:15 to be able to drop her off and get to work on time. And so I get up at 5:30, get ready, and do my time, take a shower in the morning and stuff like that. But I remember one day I woke up and it was literally 6:50, and I was like, like that, freaking out, because I usually have Brooklyn up at that time, and I'm already ready for work, And so I was just like screaming through the house, like pulling just some clothes on, tying my hair back, throwing some shoes on.
I used to stress out a lot whenever I was late for work, and now I'm like, you know what? I'm already late. It doesn't matter. I'm just happy that I'm going to work.
I can't believe that I made it to work that day.
Well, that's the thing, though. It is what it is. Things happen. The only thing my problem is if I ever oversleep. As long as I wake up before sun comes up, I'm decently not late enough. Yeah. Because when the sun is up, I'm like, I am extremely late. Because I never see sunlight when I go to work. I only see sunlight afterwards.
She works very early in the morning.
Very early, but then I get out at noon. I'm done.
And seeing I'm sitting there working until 4:30 in the afternoon. So
well, get up at my time.
I know, right?
Well, this was definitely a wonderful. The way they picture things. It just gives you to remember things, to think things, and then, pay attention to the other ones as well, and consider things, without judging them right away. Yeah. So happy Mother's Day to everybody. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, weekend, however long you guys want to make it last and stuff, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
If you wanna leave this town, baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Baby, I'm lost, I'm fading now. Tell me if you wanna go sometime. Yeah, we could be alone tonight.